What's happening, my people? So Sundays I usually do like my shy videos and stuff. Shy ain't came out this week, so I'm just chilling, man. I'm like, what could I do, man? I really do want to drop a video on stuff, and something I've been procrastinating on because it is the 7th month of the year. Usually at the 6-month mark, I do this video, but I kind of was like, oh well, I'm gonna just do it at the end of the year. But nah, I'm gonna do this right now. This is my halfway mark of my top 10 albums of the year. And basically, this isn't like all around. I haven't listened to every album in the world and stuff. This isn't like the Grammys Awards or nothing like that. This is me personally, albums that I like, stuff that I've listened to, I gravitate to, stuff that's in the whip. Like I do sneakers and stuff on the channel, but you know I do a lot of music. But this year has been a slow year for music, man. I did find a lot of good albums, but it's like a lot of music hasn't been coming out this year, man. Not like normally, especially like the heavy hitters and stuff. But music is very important to a lot of people, man. If you follow me on social media, like my Instagram, Snapchat or something, you see all I really post in my stories is just me riding around listening to music. Whenever I listen to a song or something, I be like, oh, I gotta share this. And I post my music, even though probably a lot of stuff don't even make this list because I be listening to Sade and stuff like. But this is albums of 2021, and so this is the stuff that I've been listening to, man. So I'm gonna start off with honorable mention, and first honorable mention I'm gonna give Moray Street Sermons. Moray, man, I love that single that he had, man, and I was looking forward to a project, and I was like, but it's kind of weird because like I love how he sings and he puts it together and stuff, but it's still kind of like new to you, cause you hear people have like a singing type rap flow, but not like singing, or then they have people that they do sing, but then they also rap like a Drake or something. But it's kind of funny you hearing somebody crooning a whole album, and it's like no romantic songs or something. Like the whole thing is like street records, but it's somebody saying how you gonna kick your ass, singing wise. It's still very new to the ear, so I haven't gotten accustomed to that sound quite yet. But I do enjoy Moray as an artist, man. I think the young brother, he has a bright future ahead of him. He's very talented. But that's my first honorable mention. One more honorable mention, man. I wanted this to make my top 10 for me to feel a little younger and stuff like that. But I did kick it out for some more boom bap type stuff. But this is a very good project, man. These young brothers, they came with it. And it's some people that you would expect me to hate on or something, but had to give them their props. Lil Baby and Lil Durk, the voice of the heroes. They did their thing on this project, man. Sensational project, man. Lil Baby, he do his thing on here. And then Durk has a nice sound with it, man. But the both them brothers together, like this did make sense. Their sounds put it together and stuff, like they nice, man. I guess I give you one more honorable mention. Just off the strength and love and stuff. This isn't necessarily something that I've listened to a whole lot, man. I listened to it a few times, but I'm just gonna put it for respect. DMX Exodus. This did drop. The brother passed away. The legend passed away this year and stuff, man. So I'm gonna put his album on the honorable mention section. It wasn't one of my favorite albums of the year, but anyways. So we're gonna get into the top 10. I'm gonna try not to make this super long, man. But the number 10 album is Lord Banks, The Course of the Inevitable. You know what you're gonna get with a Lord Banks album, man. You're gonna get punchlines, you're gonna get bars, you're gonna get sensational flow. I thought this would have been higher on my list, but like just narrowing it down, the last few projects that I was putting on this list, I knocked his. He probably had the best rapping out of some of the last few albums, but I knocked it for production. The production on here is, it's not the best in the world. It's something you expect from a Lord Banks. It's like a low budget, like singular boom bap type production, man. There's not a lot as far as the production side of it, so it knocked it a little bit, but it's a sensational album, man. It's in the top 10. So move on to number 9. Benny the Butcher, The Plugs, I Met Too. Gotta put some Griselda in there, but Griselda, they stay doing their thing. Big fan. Whenever I'm in a certain mood, I put they stuff on. He is my favorite from Griselda. I love Benny the Butcher music. But number 8, on the other hand, is another Griselda artist. He's not my favorite because Benny is my favorite, but I put his album a little bit in front of it. It just, the production I think was a little bit better. I think it was the production, but he sounded maybe a little hungrier too. But number 8, Conway the Machine, La Maquina. Very good album, man. As I said, the production on here, solid, simple album, man, but do his thing on here, man. Like Conway, he the truth as well. Number 7, go get into my other bag. Like I started off with a bunch of rap and stuff, man, but this is R&B as well. And if you see me, you know I'm an R&B head. So number 7, Giveon, When It's All Said and Done. I didn't want to listen to this brother. I heard like a little bit of his music, and he got, he had like a certain voice, certain tone in his music. I was like, I don't want to listen to it. I don't like his tone and stuff. And my cousin, he's not a big music person or whatever, but I call him Donsky. People that know me know him. Like Donsky, he was like, man, you need to listen to that Giveon. And it's crazy how it caught my ear, caught my attention. Because usually somebody suggests something to me, and I'd be like, I ain't listening to that shit. But he said, man, that Giveon, man, that's old sad ass album, man, like that old Glenn Lewis or something. And for some, I gravitate to sad R&B albums, like World Outside My Window, Carl Thomas Emotional and stuff. Like I just like when somebody is in that bag. I don't know why. My mama used to get drunk and listen to old records and cry and stuff, and I used to hate that when I was younger. Maybe I like it now. So I don't know. I grew up on that music, that sad, soulful music. In that Giveon, that's that bag, man. They just soulful, sad, like R&B, like you feeling some emotions or something, man. Like I really like this album, man. It has been in heavy rotation in 2021. I like the brother, man. Look forward to more music from him and stuff. I have grown to become a fan. Number 6, we're gonna shift from the R&B bag. We're gonna get back into this rap bag. To me, I think this is my number 1 rap album of 2021, but it's not my biggest album. I even put other rap albums ahead of this one for different reasons. But like if just purely rap and stuff, this is my favorite rap album. But it is weird. It doesn't make sense. But number 6, Jim Jones, The Fraud Department. Production on here, bars, songs on stuff. Jim Jones, the brother has progressed phenomenally. Like Jim Jones started off, he was the worst member of Dipset. He has become the best member of Dipset. Like he raps circles around Cameron and Joel Santana in 2021. Like the brother he is dope, man. I like the swag. I like the direction of the music, the things he's saying. He said he has some good substance. He has some of that gangster stuff we want to hear. He has that old New York feel. Like I'm from the South, but I grew up liking Rockefeller Records, Dipset, Nas, and them. Like I just like East Coast music. I don't know why, because nobody else was listening to that around here. But yeah. So number 6, Jim Jones, The Fraud Department. Number 5, we're gonna get back to that R&B bag, and this one right here, toxic, very toxic, but something I've listened to repeatedly. R&B bag. Number 5, Tory Lanez, Playboy. This one right here, he was super toxic on here. He sounded like he was going through some things. He was throwing a lot of subliminal shots. It seemed like they had some brother that was richer that stole his girl, and he like fuck that nigga and stuff. I like that kind of stuff. And Tory Lanez is one of my favorite artists, man. Like, he has been through the ringer these past, like, what, year and a half or something, man. He's been through a lot. And to me, it hasn't messed up his music wise. Like, I don't know about his personal life, but his music has elevated since all the drama has came around. Like, his music has become very good. Like, Playboy in the project before that, I can't think of the name off top, but they were phenomenal. Number 4, this is a recent album, one of my favorite artists in the game, period. But it is recent, and it turns out there are a few skippables on here because it's a long project. There's a lot of music on here. So, number 4, H.e.r, Back of My Mind. I love her. H.e.r is a whole vibe. I ain't gonna say that's my baby and stuff. I don't know that young lady or whatever, but I just love her music. And to me, it has a few skippables. Like, the first 6 records, there are some that I like in there, but I pretty much start the album, I think, on like number 7. I started on like number 7 and ended at like 19. And then I think they have maybe, what they have, like 21 records or something? Or it might be 19 records. It's like the last 2 records, I don't really want to, I'm good on the last 2. In the first 6, I'm kind of good on them. But the rest of it, that middle part, is super phenomenal. And because of all the skippables and stuff, like, I kind of got it deducted and stuff. Because her other projects, like her first EPs and stuff, there was nothing that I skipped. I didn't skip one record on the first EPs. This year had the second batch of EPs, and it had like the Lauryn Hill inspired record, and she starts it off with the scratch interlude or whatever, and she rapping on there. I skipped that, but then the rest of the project rolled through it. This right here has a lot of skippables, man. But the songs that are good are great. So it's a weird bag, but just too many skippables, man. So number 3, I probably haven't listened to this more than the H.e.r album, but just I'm giving this off a pure grade of R&B. No skippables, pretty much. Great album. If it's kind of an EP, really an EP. Jasmine Sullivan, Hotels. Like, she do a damn thing on here. It won the award for best R&B album at the BET Awards and stuff. She do a thing on here, emotional roller coaster, like female empowerment records. She got sad records. She got nasty records. She got Ari Lennox and stuff on here. She got some good guest appearances. She has H.e.r on here as well. Like, she in her bag. The skits and stuff, she do a damn thing on here. So I have to give her a little bit more props than H.e.r. Even though H.e.r is one of my most favorite artists, Jasmine Sullivan is not one of my favorite artists or anything. Like, I can't say I was bumping Bust the Windows Out Your Car back in the days or anything like that. But just off pure music and what the lady did with this project, I gotta give her number 3. Number 2, like, this isn't going to win awards as far as R&B and stuff, but if you know me, I'm such a fan of this brother. Like, anything he makes, like, I'm a stan of this brother. So I will jam the hell out of this. So I have listened to this repeatedly. Sometimes whenever, like, it's like, what will I listen to? I'm like, I don't know. I'll put this on. Like, this is just a easy reach. So let's get to number 2, Bryson Tiller, Anniversary. We waited, I think, literally 5 years for Bryson Tiller to come out with another album. And I ain't gonna say this was a classic or anything, but it's good. It's good. And I don't think they really have any skippables on here. Like, her album had a lot of skippables. This right here was like 9 records. You can play all of them. They jamming. They give me the vibe that I like. So that's all I gotta say about that, man. Like, if Bryson makes something, I'm a jam it. Like, I'm just a super Bryson fan. So shoot me. Should it be number 2? Maybe not. Maybe it should be lower. But Bryson Tiller I love Bryson Tiller music. Like, I'm very much a stan. Number 1, I'm a stan of this brother as well. This is not in the R&B bag. Like, I'm more of an R&B head nowadays. This is the rap bag. And I said Jim Jones had like the rap album of 2021. Like, but this album right here, this rap album, like, I've listened to this, and I will listen to it way more than the Jim Jones album. It has better rapping and stuff, better raps than the Jim Jones album. But I think as a totality of music, like the production and stuff like that, like this album right here, let's just get to it. Number one, J. Cole, the Off Season. Like, probably one of maybe my favorite artist right now, like of the younger people. My favorite artist right now is Jay-Z. I'm gonna just put it 100. But like of young active brothers, probably J. Cole. Like, love J. Cole music, man. I'm a stan of J. Cole. But like the negatives of this, like some songs are pretty short. Like, I wish he had more verses on a few songs. Production is pretty good, but like, if J. Cole would have rapped on like the Jim Jones production of his album or something, I probably would have been. Oh. But it was a very good album, man. But I wanted a little bit more, like more verses, and like some of them, like, structure wise, they're not structured in like song format mode. Like, I kind of like verse, hook, maybe bridge, verse, hook. Like, this right here is like, has like maybe a long verse and then that's it, or verse and the hook and then that's the whole song. So it's like, format wise, I kind of deduct a little bit, and I'm nitpicking it, and this is my number one album. Like, it's just J. Cole. Like, my expectations of J. Cole is like through the roof. So I'm probably gonna nitpick on probably everything he puts out and still jam the hell out of it, just because my expectations for the brother, like, it's like LeBron. Like, I want you to win the championship. Like, if you make it to the conference finals or the finals or whatever, and you do this and that, like, it's not enough. It ain't a thing if you ain't got that ring. But yeah, this my top 10 albums of 2021 so far. Like, I'm still waiting on Drake, still waiting on Kendrick. It would be nice if Hov would drop something. Like, if R. Kelly gets out of jail and drop an album, I probably wouldn't listen to it, because he been trash ever since, for a long time. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, gonna be the greatest of the most hated, man. If you have watched this whole video, like, drop your comment in the comment section. What has been some of your best albums, your favorite albums of 2021? You ain't gotta give your top 10 or whatever, but maybe 3 or something, or maybe just your favorite. But yeah, peace.